Yvette Jones. I'm a horticultural consultant at Ag First based in Nelson, New Zealand. My role at Ag First is pretty variable from day to day. I work with growers, industry representatives and in tech transfer and R&D roles, mostly with pit fruit, kiwi fruit and some berry fruit here and there. I'm not from a traditional rural background. I'm not off a farm. My family's actually in aquaculture, which is mussel farming on the ocean, so that's totally pretty left field. But before I went to university, I was based in Bay of Plenty, which is in the North Island, and when I was there, PSA, which is a fungal bacterial disease, landed on our shores, and it really affected all the kiwi fruit in the region. And I was taking the bus to school every day and seeing orchards being pulled out, and my friends who were from orchards had to move away. So the more I got thinking about how I could solve these issues, or problem solving, I loved biology, chemistry and physics in high school, so I thought horticulture would be a really good way for me to study science in an applied way, use problem solving and make change. That's another great thing about my job with horticulture in New Zealand is we're really a massive fruit basket from the top of the country to the south. Stone fruit in central Otago, vegetables in Manawatu and in Auckland, and a lot of the other stuff in the central plateau as well. So agriculture and horticulture is really the backbone of New Zealand. So one of my driving factors for studying applied science like horticulture at university was I thought if I just went and studied biology or chemistry, I'll just learn that as the key concept. I won't actually be working with someone who's got a product or a service that they're trying to sell. So horticulture allowed me to use those sciences and key concepts in an applied way. But also I think it's important that research has to be adoptable by growers, and growers have to want to be able to use it because they're the ones that ultimately are going to have to apply it every day. So being that branch between industry research, university research and government funded research and the actual grower themselves, I think is a really awesome and purposeful place to be. And I just love being able to be a person that can go out there and solve the problems and have those aha moments. I think our region, we've been hit with quite significant hailstorms these past 3 years, and going out and talking to a grower who in the space of 2 minutes has experienced significant losses in their crop and trying to strategize how they can plan ahead for next year, plan labour, I find that really useful and really beneficial, not only to get down to their level, because in such a small community like Motueka and Nelson, these massive horticultural businesses have a huge flow-on effect to our community and the greater area and economy. I think one thing that I challenge with is being not only a young person in the horticulture industry, but being a young woman in the horticulture industry. It's pretty often for me to be standing at a field day talking and be the only one that looks like me in the crowd. So I think confidence in myself and what we're doing is a really important thing, and it just makes you more confident when you speak in front of people and the data that you present and just talking one-on-one with growers. So I think young people just kind of got to stick to their guns. You know what you're doing, and the whole point is that we're in a stage in our careers and our lives when we're learning, and I think a lot of the older growers accept that and acknowledge that, and if we ask questions and make mistakes along the way, that's totally okay. So just getting that confidence, being happy in what you're doing, finding your passion, and just believing in yourself.